Abusia, you are watching Live Behind Bars with Maame Grace. And your interview, we are just ye nuanom binom omo stories ni yesia de ewom ne ye fa afutu nsoso ewom ne ye hweboa ye betimi aboa omo nsoso obia ho efa asem we ho because baby omo free any baby omo abeduru obia so betimi akoho obia so betimi akoduru ho. So welcome once again. Let's welcome our guests. Papa mo akwaba, we welcome you to Live Behind Bars.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. So here we listen to your story. It's like reconciliation we are doing here. You forget people. If there is any pain, you bring it out. You tell us about your ordeal. You advise the public. And then if there is anything you want the public to know, you tell us. So welcome once again. What was your story? What happened to you? What was your pain? What was your regret? We just want to know.
Okay. My name is Prophet Francis Yevu. I was in ministry many years ago. Started from 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14. So 14, I got married to my wife and we started ministry. I was in a ministry before I got married to her. Patience Owusu, a banker in one of the banks in Ghana here. So we started our ministry from Kumasi. I started from Abrepo Junction, Tech Junction, and then I continued to Abuakwa. So my church grew and I established a church at Abuakwa, just behind Santiwa Girls, called Holy Ghost Charismatic Church International. So I was the founder. So I started over there and I got 2 branches in Kumasi. So she got a transfer to the central region were called Aguna Suedru to work with one of the banks over there, HFC Bank. So when she was transferred to Aguna Suedru, then I decided to follow her to Suedru because we are legally married and we had a child, 1 daughter by then. So I came to Suedru, started my ministry over there, got to a radio station called Golden Star Radio Station. That's where I mostly preach. And I mostly do my programs at that radio station. So anytime I go online to preach, after that, then I come to pick the calls at my house where I was staying at Suezbu Junction. So that's where we were living. So one fateful day, I started the ministry in the house at the Suedru. So people started coming for prayers, coming for watch night service. And there was a church close to me at the house that have been abandoned for so many years. Then the owner of the church told me that I can take over. So I took over that church, handled the church as my own. So I got about 170 members there. So the church started growing. So there was a king in the town there called Nana Butwe. And he has a wife who had some spiritual attacks and problems. So when hearing about my testimonies that people keep giving out there, he also decided to call on me to come to his palace. I went there and he told me about the wife's problems, that the attacks she'd been having. So I did some directions for the woman, prayed for the woman, anointed the woman. And after 3 days, he himself sent his kinsmen to come and call me. And I went to the palace and he told me the wife had been delivered. So because of what I have done for him, he will give me 2 plots of land, a parcel of plots to establish my church in Suedru. So he gave me a plot at the back of Maryland School, that is the back of Suez School, Secondary School. Then I took over the plots. Then I cleared the place, started my ministry over there. Seriously, I moved all the members to Maryland. That's where I started the ministry most than where we were in my house where we stayed. So it got to a point, my wife started complaining bitterly that she never thought she would marry to a man of God and I don't have time for her here and there because of my days of counseling, my days of anointing service. And I've been going from radio station to radio stations and they will call me, some of my friends in Accra, men of God will call me and I'll come down to have programs, run programs upon programs with them. So she started complaining bitterly. So I came to do some programs in Accra, Kasua. And there was a radio station close to the church called Pink FM. So a presenter over there lived close to where I was invited to have a program with a man of God there. That is Prophet Anthony Entry. So the presenter over there told me that he would like me to be coming to their radio station to preach. I went there and people started buying a time for me and I started preaching over there. So I got a place at Great Lamptemos area there and I started a church over there. So I was managing Kumasi, managing Swedro Church and the one also at Kasua. And I met a lady called Mavis Lewu, an airway from Adidome, a national service personnel from CAF University Kasua. And she was a national service personnel working with Barclays Bank by then. So I met her over there and we became friends. And she told me she's a singer. Though she's a national service personnel, but she's a singer. Then I decided to invite her to come over to my church. She came at Kasua. She was one of the best singers there. Then I took her to Swedro. And she was one of the best singers. So sometimes when it is late, she doesn't want to go. She wants to pass the night at my house where I live with my wife and my daughter. So I introduced her to my wife and my wife liked her. But it got to a point, somewhere along the line, my wife started having issues with her. When she spent 2 days returning back to Accra, it becomes a problem. When she spent 1 day, becoming a problem. Then my wife, out of jealousy, started accusing me that she think I have something doing with the lady. And I said, no. She's a national service personnel. And as a singer, it means that she's been singing in a church, a ministry. But most of them, they are not taking very good care or they are not taking the churches where they sing. They have 1 and 2 issues. That is why they decide not to continue with their ministry singing thing with the ministry. So somewhere along the line, when they get a good church who want to take care of them and help them, they are good to go. So then I decided to rent an apartment for her at Bush Road. That is Teshi, Tribler, Bush Road. So I got a 1 single room with a porch for her and a toilet and bath for her. So that was where she was living. And I bought a bed for her. I bought all the things that a lady would need in the room. So one day, I had a call by the landlady that she thought I was the one in the house. And I said, no. I used to come once in a while to visit her, bring her provisions. So anytime that I'll come around, I do call her. And I do inform the landlady that I'm coming over. So the landlady called me that somebody is inside there having a sexual intercourse with her. And I said, oh, I don't have an idea about that. So by then too, I was at Kasua doing a church there. So when I finished with my church, I decided to drive and go there and find out myself what is happening. Because she told me she had nobody. She doesn't have a boyfriend. She's single. She lived with a mother at Labadi, Maame, with a family. And that's the story I know. So she having a boyfriend, somebody coming to be with her, lay with her, spend days with her over there. I have no idea about it. Until I got there and this guy picked a fight with me. Seriously. And the 2 of us ended in a police station. Then I have to give my statement. After giving my statement, then they put him behind bars. Then they asked the lady that, is it true that I rented a place for her? She said yes. Then they asked her, why is she doing that? She said, oh, this is an old boyfriend and the guy came and they have to move on again and so on and so forth. And I said, okay, I didn't come there to fight that I am dating you. You've already made my wife suspected something that I'm having a relationship with you, which is not true. And I'm telling you to live your life according to what we have been teaching the members to do. But this one that you're doing is too bad. Okay, that's your boyfriend, right? Okay. All the things that I bought for her, I decided to move all the things to my house, give her the house where I've rented for her for 2 years. She should stay in with a boyfriend. So I moved few things that I bought for her out of the place and I took them to my place at our family house at La Paz. So I was at Kasua one faithful Sunday after the Sunday service and I had a call from the CID headquarters that a case had been lodged against me on a Friday. So they would like me to come over on Monday to come and give my statement. And I said, a case? About what? They said a lady called Mavis Lewu made a case against me that I came to her place and I came and assaulted a boyfriend and all the things she had in the room. I packed all the things, stole the things. Also, she had the money in the room. I stole the money. And the tune of amount of 30,000 cedis, gone are the days, 300 million. That was the case she went to make against me. So I went to the CID headquarters to give my statement. And they said, okay, if that is the case, they are putting me behind bars. So they put me behind bars. I called my wife and the church members. They came, and my wife brought a lawyer. So after the normal 48 hours, they charged me to court, and we went to court, and I was granted bail. I signed the bail, and I came out. So I asked her not to come closer to me anywhere my church or any of my branches. So we started going to court. Then when the trial started, the judge got into the matter, and the judge said, but this is foolishness. This is a foolish case. The man that you accuse of stealing or so or whatever, he have all the receipts of the things he bought for you. 2, he didn't date you. There was nothing like a relationship. There was nothing like he was having you as a side chick or cheated on the wife or something. So why did you create an impression telling the police that you bought things and I came to steal the things from your room? You had money in your room. I came to steal the money from your room. Meanwhile, you were national service personnel and I rented an apartment for you. So where were your money that you were talking about? You had money, you couldn't rent a place, you were living with your mother. So the judge became annoyed, the woman, and she struck out the case. That gentleman, I've granted it, you are acquitted and discharged. Go, you are free, go. And I left that courtroom, 2016, February. So I was a free man and I had no issue. So I continued with my ministry work to 2017. Then I had a visa, I have to travel outside the country. So I traveled to London to go and meet some friends and do some church programs over there with some of my people that I know over there. And I came back 2018, I spent 1 year. I came back 2018, January. When I came back, then I went to my house, where I stay at Swedrow. Then my wife said I had been convicted 5 years imprisonment. How? He said he was dead and he had it from my siblings. That 2017, whilst I was away, the lady and the family went to another court, move on with the same case again to another court. They move on with the case and they issue a bench warrant in my absence. And they move on with the case and convicted me absentia 5 years. So that's what my wife told me that. That's what my siblings says. Then I quickly called my siblings and they said, yes, I should go to the CID headquarters and verify things for myself. Lo and behold, I went there February 2018. And I met one investigator and I told him that I am Francis Yevu, who I had learned, Prophet Francis Yevu, who I learned they have been convicted absentia, they are looking for me, gazetted or something. I said, yes. We are looking for you. You have been convicted 5 years absentia. We've been looking for you. I said, me. On what grounds and with what charges and what case? He said, the same old case that you went and bribed the people that they left you. Lo and behold, they took me from the CID headquarters, took me to the new court, collected the warrants from there, straight to Insawam prison to start my sentence. In fact, I didn't have a say. I was only praying in the car till we got to Insawam. I called my wife on the way. She dropped the call. I got there. First week, she didn't come over. She came after 3 months because the shame and disgrace was too much for her to bear. So she had to let my junior pastors close the church in Swedrow and also move on with the one in Kumasi and close the one at Kasua. Okay, so the church members and my other pastors keep visiting me at Nsawam prisons. Lo and behold, I don't know what happened. After 6 months, then she called me on my brother's phone, told my brother that anytime he will be coming to visit, he should inform her so that they can come together.
Who, your wife?
My wife.
Okay.
She came with 2 of my siblings with the news to me that she's not interested in a marriage. She wanted a divorce. Because she has been told by some prison officers that have been convicted 10 years. And number 2, that I have some robbery charges that will be added to it. So I will serve more than 20 years before coming out. Then I asked her, which prison officer told you that? She said, that is none of her business. That's what she has been informed. She's no more interested in the marriage. So when she came to the visiting room, she removed the ring and threw it into my face. Then she left. So I took the ring and I gave it to my brother. One prison officer to give it to my brother to send it home. So when they went home, 3 days later, she and the family went to my dad at La Paz, and they sent the normal Ensa, the drinks, the snap, and the money to my dad and my family that they are returning it and they will continue with the divorce process. So I was in the prison, at the Nsawam prison, 2019, during the COVID time. Then a lawyer came with the divorce papers for me to sign. Then I consulted a counsel, a lawyer, and he told me that I shouldn't sign anything. I should let them know that whatever it is, I will wait till I come out before we continue with the matter. So I didn't sign the divorce papers then. So life in Nsawam prison became terrible because it got to a point, families, being my siblings, stopped coming, stopped visiting. Because from all indications and what they heard from my wife, they don't understand the whole thing. That there are another robbing cases, robbery charges that will be leveled against me and so on and so forth, that I will be spending more than 20 years in Nsawam prison. Whatever I say doesn't even hold to them. So, my wife stopped visiting. My siblings stopped visiting. I have to rely on friends. Some are men of God, some are unbelievers. They come to visit regularly. So lo and behold, at Nsawam prison, I didn't deny God and I didn't deny my faith. I kept to the faith, I kept to the word of God, I kept to the promises of God. That they meant evil, but God meant good for me. And God have plans for me. In 2019, during the COVID time, that the University of Cape Coast brought their programs that some of our CDS also started. And I also decided to start because I was also ICT student over there. So I was in level 2 at ICT level there. And I decided that if they will take an admission in 2020, I'll make sure I'll be part. So lo and behold, I was part of those who took the entrance exam for 2020 admissions, and I passed. So I was given admission, a scholarship to do a degree, Bachelor of Education, which I started 2020.
In the prison?
In the prison.
I like this part.
So life in a prison was not easy, but God being so good that God was at my side. And things were good for me. So what actually happened was that I had some money. I got some money through some friends of mine out there. And one day, the Nsawam prison had a power outbreak problem that they needed help from the government and the Ministry of or Electricity Company of Ghana headquarters. And they brought a bill that the prison authorities should pay about 200 million, then 20,000. That was 2020 to 2021. So I had money and I decided to support the prison authority. So I gave them cash of 10,000 cedis. Then later they contributed some money, they got 15,000, and they needed another extra 5,000, and I added it to it, making 15,000 cedis. So they came that the OIC with his second in command want to see me. And I followed them to the 2IC. Then he asked me, young man, how many years sentence did you came to serve? And I said 5 years. And he said, okay, what do you have done for the prison authority? What do you want us to do for you? And I said, oh, I want to become a black coat, a leader, among the leaders, because they have this notion that if you're not serving a high sentence, you cannot be given a black coat. But because of my generosity and what I did, made the 2IC and the OIC agree to give me a black coat. And I was given a leader as a black coat over there in the prison.
What is black coat? We don't understand.
In the prison, when we talk about black coats are a group of body or a group of people given some special privilege. They are those that take care of the prisoners. The black coats, we are those that sack. For instance, when there is time for us to go around and sack the inmates, for them to go to their blocks, for number to be checked, we take in charge of that. We make sure we go around, we sack everybody to go to their various blocks. And we make sure they go to their cells as well. So officer will come, we will check number in the morning, before, when number become ready, before we open them to come out. So we are in charge of that. That is a black coat. And secondly, anytime there is a conflict or misunderstanding or fight or quarrel between inmates, they report to the black coat because we are in charge. The black coat are some are the block leaders and assistant block leaders.
And that is what you wanted.
Yes.
So they gave you.
Yes.
Okay, continue from there.
Yes. So I continue with the black coatship and I continue with my education as well at the UCC program. So I discharged 2021, 23rd November 2021 that I discharged whilst I was in level 200 with the UCC Bachelor of Education.
Your time was due in there?
Yes.
For you to come out?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I wrote appeal to the High Court over there, the Nsawam High Court, severally, and nothing was done about it.
So you served your 5 years?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing was done about it, and I realized that God knows the best, and He knows what He's doing. I was outside, I didn't have a degree, but I got an opportunity to go to the university whilst I was there, which is a plus to what God has added to today. Okay. So when I discharged, I was in level 200, and as I came out, I continued. I didn't stop the school. I continued till we graduated 2024 March. That we graduated and we were awarded a degree with a second class upper division Bachelor of Education. So ever since I came out, I started a few fellowships before I came out online. So when I came out, I continued with it because I have my friends who were doing it for me. So I came to continue with it. But as I came, my things have become so bad because one, my wife packed all my things, sold my things. I don't know where they are. I don't know her whereabouts. I learned she's traveled outside the country. I went to the family to find her. I couldn't find her. I couldn't even find my daughter that I had with her. So I decided to move on with life. And after my national service, after the graduation, after my national service, we've been waiting for our posting. Before recently, GES, Ghana Education Service, opened the portal for us to fill our details for us to be posted. But I've been continuing with friends with the ministry work. They keep inviting me to come for program upon program. But my ministry in Kumasi, I'm planning to start very soon in June because I've been going there to do some few renovations over there to start all over again. But something happened last year, December, very terrible, very bad, that Ghana Police Service did to me. They arrested me in December last year, again. that the case that took me to Insawam prison to go and serve for 5 years, the 5-year sentence absentia that I served, is on no records to them. And it's on no records to the courts that convicted me. So they got me arrested. That somebody petitioned to them that I've been convicted absentia and I didn't serve the sentence. So they got me arrested 2nd December last year. Kept me for 1 week and they took me back to Insawam prison with some warrants that they went and brought from the same court again.
Hey,
that I should go back and start the sentence again. But you know one thing about God? If God is at your side, the enemy will try. They will try to do everything, but they will not succeed.
So for what enemy is this?
Yes.
A woman you claim you are not dating.
Yes.
The woman is singing in your church.
Yes, ma'am.
You rent a place for your singer.
Yes.
You bought things for your singer.
Yeah.
The toto was not for you.
Yeah.
You didn't want the lady to marry? If you were not doing anything with, why would you have issues with somebody's having sex with her? And you went there and the things you've bought and dash your singer as a man of God. Why were you going to pack them again?
Yes, because she lied to me and the church.
Oh.
The money that I used, I could have used that to help somebody in the ministry.
Oh,
if you have a boyfriend, you didn't tell us the truth. So my other pastors told me that, why don't we assist her by getting a place for her? Rent a place for her.
Did you ask God, the God you are preaching now, did you ask me that this lady, is he a demon? Should I collect the things? You see, did you ask God? You packed all your things.
Yes,
and look at where this thing has brought you.
Many are the afflictions of the righteous.
Oh, but the Lord.
Yes. And most of the things that happen to we, the men of God, we pray about it and God keeps silence. He doesn't move. He doesn't talk.
So from December, what are they saying now?
Yeah, they took me back to the prison to do their checks. Lo and behold, we got there. I disgraced them because everybody kept mentioning my name. Prof, what brought you here? What happened? Why are you here? I said, oh. They said I didn't come here to serve a sentence. They said, what? You didn't come here to serve a sentence? Then the police officers were looking at them. Whilst everybody, they were calling me prof. Even the superior officers. They followed me to the arrow. And the arrow have to bring their books, cross-check from their books, and it confirmed.
They didn't know you even got a title. You were not supposed to get.
Yes, and it confirmed. They didn't even know who I was. So when they confirmed, then they started looking at each other. Then the prison officers over there asked them, this warrant that you are holding, where did you people got this warrant from? How can one person have 2 warrants? And they saw the warrant and said, no, this is a fake warrant. Where did you people got this warrant?
Hey!
Then they said, oh, they went to the court and the court gave it to them. They took it from the court. The prison officers told them that this warrant is fake.
Fake warrant?
Records, the same sentence on this warrant is the same sentence this man, Prof, came to serve here. And he was even given a black coat, a leader. He was awarded a scholarship to do a degree here. So if this warrant is what you people came with, then I'm sorry to tell you that you should free this man. He have come to serve.
What did you do to the police? You didn't arrest them.
I look at them. They kept me at the arrow, went to the top there, administration, that they need a letter from them that shows that I have come to serve a sentence. Then the administration, the leader over, the officer over there told them that they should write to prison headquarters at cantonment that they want a letter from prison authority to confirm that I have come to serve the sentence, the same sentence that they are bringing. So they have nothing to do rather than to send me back to the police station. And they took me back to the police station, kept me in the cells again for another 2 weeks.
Hey.
Until January this year, 2nd week January, before the response came for prison headquarters that I have served the sentence before they free me.
Hey! And what did you do? You didn't sue them?
Ghana.
God said you should forgive.
Ghana and Ghana police.
You took a bed that you bought for your singer.
Yes.
Because he lied. And
Not-
you left
not-
Ghana police to
not-
go.
not
They
only
also
bed.
lied against you. This you.
Not only bed, all the things that I bought.
Exactly my
yes.
point.
Yeah.
You took it.
Yeah.
And then because she lied. And Ghana police, I could give this story you are telling me, means they lied.
Yes.
And you have let them go.
No, I have taken a counsel, a lawyer to do that for me, and he's demanding for 20,000. And I haven't gotten him the money, so I have let it go of it.
But also, let me ask this about your wife.
Yes.
Are you sure your wife that had the letter that you've been convicted, a banker, didn't read the letter to see the robbery thing and everything in it? Is this
She didn't have a
aligning
letter. She
with
received a call from my siblings.
your siblings?
Yes. She received a call from my siblings. And she listened to what my siblings told her. But the day she came, after the 3 months that she visited me at the Zawan prison, during that time, we were having issues. Inmates were having issues with Ghana Prison Authority, that their officers have been sabotaging and blackmailing the inmates inside, their wives, their girlfriend, sleeping with them, doing all sort of nasty things with them during that time. To the extent
Producer,
that,
please get me lawyers and judges. I need to get into this.
To the
That
extent
somebody will serve 5 years. And people that work in the prison yard will go and lie to their wives and sleep with them. And police will go and bring fake warrants
from the court.
from the court, and they will put somebody who has served jail sentence and all documentation is being done back to prison cells. And I need a judge or a lawyer to explain this to me.
Okay.
This is too serious. It's too bizarre for me.
Yes.
So right now, where do you stand? What's the case? Is it dead? Is it finished?
Oh, I have let go. I
This
don't.
is where you didn't try a bed and a kunya and fridge. You collected because of lie. And these people lied like this and you let them go. Why? Why? So, why?
It wasn't the same people that sent me to the prison.
I know it wasn't the same people.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is that I'm holding the lies. Yes. The girl lied.
Yes.
And you took your things. Police has lied against you and you let them go. That's where my
As I
conclusion
came
is.
back
But it's a choice.
Yes.
It's okay. Right now, what I want to understand is that you said a lot of people are in Nsawimna. The people there were blackmailing others. And what are things that you saw in that prison that you feel the authorities should actually open their noses and look at it?
A lot of things.
Tell me, you just 5.
One of them has to do with the infirmary of the prison. As inmates, anytime you fall sick, the first thing they do is to rush you to the infirmary. Get you some treatment, minor treatment. The major ones, they will ask you if you don't have money. If you have money, they will take you to Kolebu or take you to outside hospitals. So if you don't have money, they can't take you there. There have been some of the cases that they have to come to the yard and contribute money from the black coat or inform the black coat, then the black coat will go to inform the inmate and contribute money from the inmate to take care of some of the cases and the health issues.
So infirmary, 1.
2 has to do with their medications. Most of their medications has expired. They keep the medications in their storeroom to expire when it is left with a week or 2 to expire before they bring it to share to the inmates, which is very terrible.
That is 2.
Yes.
I want 5.
The other one too that I was there that I witnessed has to do with the food that the inmate eats. If God not being at your side, that you have a family, you have people, you have connections for people to be bringing you visits, for you to get a good drinking water, for you to get a good food to eat, then I'm sorry to say that maybe you might not be able to serve your sentence being
die.
alive. You will die in the process.
Oof. That is 3.
Because the food over there, even if you serve your pets and your animals that you rear out there, you give them those food, they will not eat.
That is
The other
3.
one has to do with the toilet in the yard. That is the first time in my life to see 4 people, 5 people on one toilet. Sometimes when you feel heaviness in your tummy and you want to if you don't take time, though the cells have toilets in the cells, but there are some of the leaders as a cell leader, and some of the leaders don't allow some of the inmates to use the water closet in the cell because you have no caliber. You are a person of no caliber.
Inside there too?
Inside there is a toilet, a water closet inside, and it's not everybody that is allowed to use that toilet. So you have to keep your toilet in you, wake up early in the morning after number check, then you go out there to go and struggle, battle out there with queue of that thing that you have to squat. One person is here, one person is here, one person is here, one person is here. And it is never hygienic.
That is 4.
The fifth one have to do to those that goes out for outside gang.
Outside guard?
Yes. We call something outside gang. You wear the blue. That is hard labor. When you're convicted with a hard labor, you have to go to their farms to weed. Even when I was a black coat, I used to go out for outside gang to go and weed in their farms. Some of the inmates have people, they have connections, that some of the officers have connections to buy weed. Parcel it very well. And they have a way of applying some oils or apply some shea butter, and they have to take it through their anus. And if you look at how heavy that thing is, how big it is, and that thing have to enter twice, 2 have to enter, 3 have to enter. And when they come to the yard, they have to go to the toilet to bring it out. And some get it's lock their anus, lock their tummy,
and scatter
everything. Some they have to operate them. Some they have to operate them at the prison there. They have a theater there. They do hernia operations there. So they have to operate them and bring it out, or either to rush them to,
or you die.
I've seen people dying there.
Did they insert a needle to you?
There.
Yourself?
No.
You saw others?
Yes, in the bush they were doing it. An officer will be there because officer have taken something. So he will just, even some of them are into that business.
This is critical. This is terrible.
Some of them are into that business. When I was there as a black coat, one thing that I do is that I make sure they buy fresh foodstuffs for me to cook. I send them, I write market. There is a day we write market, Wednesdays we write market, that wherever you write, you pay the money, they will bring the things. Sometimes when you write market and they bring the things, you will go and the things you have written, you'll get some, you'll not get some. And it will go to another week. Or if you have a good link, then you have to look for a prison officer that you are nice to. Nice to means you oil their palms daily, weekly. So they will be close to you, you'll be close to them. So wherever you need, you can give them money. They go out there and buy it for you and bring it to you. Even if you want to use blender, they can buy it and bring it to you to be blending things and preparing your stew.
You do guy there.
Yes.
To show
anything at all you want, they will do it for you once you have money.
These are 5 things.
One thing that I saw there that I was shocked was that inside one prison, they can sell SIM card.
SIM card? Yes. MTN?
Yes. You can get a SIM card. Even if your SIM card is missing out there and you get in there, there are people that can make them get you the same number back that you use that it will work. We with the black coat, we were given a privilege. The privilege is that when the officers come for searching, you, the black coat in that cell, your cell leader is under you because you are the superior in the cell. So when they come for searching, sometimes they collect your phones from you, but because you're a leader, black coat, they can give it to you back after the searching. And we have gurus who are dons. And for them, when the search is conducted, they give their phones to their team leader. And they live good life. Because
in there?
Yeah, they are gurus. They live well, they live happily. They eat well.
They have money to maneuver.
Yes.
Everything is greasing. Yes. It's about greasing.
And one thing I thank the prison authorities is that they have a football park we do exercise, we play football, we train every day, jogging, and every other exercise. We play basketball, we play volleyball, and they also have the carpentry workshop. If you want to learn, go into carpentry, you can learn. They also have
that one day I like it. The school, and I like it.
A tailoring shop, a barbering shop, and they also have a laundry that you can learn how to do laundry, and a bakery as well before I discharged and came out. It is a terrible place to teach you many things that you can never see in life. You see it there. That is where you see people that you have known them many years, that they told you that they have traveled outside the country. You go and see them in Nsawam prison. Many people that I knew that they have traveled. I met them in Nsawam prison many years that I know that they have traveled. I saw them in the prison.
So right now, looking at your story, the court system is a problem.
Yes.
The uniform, the security or whatever system is also a problem. Where they will take you to finally is also a problem. Looking at Ghana as a country with these things, the law system, the security system, I mean from police to where, and then to Nsawam, the people that also work there, and with this greasing of palm and all that. How do you see this country? What is our hope for freedom, and is there justice in this country?
There is a justice in the country. But until you are taken to the law court, you will never know that there are laws in this country. The laws work for the rich, not for the poor. The poor are always put behind bars for them to suffer and die, whilst the rich also maneuver their way out.
It's the hope.
Looking at the hope, or looking at the future for this country, the prison authorities need to be checked one more time. I believe if Ghana Prison Service is being managed by a company, by a different body, I believe certain errors will be corrected. But if they are still the same people managing the prison authority, then I'm saying that the same thing will keep occurring and occurring and occurring. And when you keep talking more about their systems and things that goes on, they tag you. Because the place is for correction, a correctional center that I know. But many things happens at the end of the day that you ask yourself, if God not being at your side, that you have taken God as your Lord and personal Savior, that you said you want to follow Christ, and you are hungry there, and you don't have any good food to eat, somebody will fuck your hands.
Huh?
Yes.
By force or like by agreement?
Because you are hungry. It's like a woman out here in Accra, let's say a girl out there, who have no job, who have no family, who have no money, and want to end into prostitution.
But wait. Let me ask this. Wait. Did you see somebody dead, or did you witness the burial of a dead person there?
We, the inmates, don't see any burial of anybody. We are only told one fowl is dead.
Fowl?
One fowl is dead. One fowl is gone.
Means a prisoner is dead?
Yes.
And a prisoner yakoko?
Yes.
Wow.
One fowl is gone. One fowl is dead.
And that's it?
Yes.
You won't see the body, nothing?
I learned the morgue or the mortuary, when the family get to a point, they sometimes release the body to the family. But sometimes they don't release the body to the family. And they do their mass burial thing. They only move all those bodies that the family, some have rejected and so on. They are there, move them, give them some mass burial. And that ends it. But if somebody is there and being sodomized, started there, and that person comes out with it, if he has not been corrected, he went there for correction, and because of food and hunger, he ends up being sodomized, and he comes out, his life will continue like that. So he went there for correction, he came with the bad news.
I was told that the people go there and get worse.
Yes.
And I have also been told that there are people there, people are even there who train people to become worse.
Yes.
How?
It is a place that we call the last place on earth. I call it the last place on earth in your life. Prison is the last end, the last place that one will have to look up if you have issues or problems that you've been taken to prison. It is just like when you are dead, how your things will be done.
You have no idea.
You have no idea. It's the same as prison.
So right now that you are out, what are you going to, have you done the divorce thing? How are you going to approach your divorce thing and everything that's around you?
Yes, I have done that. I have gone to see the family head, and I have gone to see a lawyer. I have gone to the court, where we did our marriage, not knowing they have already done the divorce, kept the document there. I have gone for it, and I have also signed, and she's gone. She's gone a long time before I also came out, did follow up with the issue, did the divorce.
Are there, apart from you forgiving some people because of God, is there any pain that you are not holding, but once in a blue moon you remember and you are like,
The most painful thing is for you to be in prison and you'll come back, you'll not meet your wife again. She'll loot all your things, including a land that I bought at Kasua, Mustafa Plus, and 21st Millennium City at Kasua. The documents were there, and she was aware of the documents. She has sold the plots. As I came out, I couldn't find the document. I went and they built on the land. I tried. I was told that she has sold them. They bought them and they are built. That is the most painful and most difficult thing to forgive. But who are we to judge? I have let go of it. Because if I still hold things in me, the pains and bitterness, God will not open other doors for me.
And the woman who put you into this condition, the woman you wanted to, I don't know whether you wanted you wanted to turn her into a Roman sister. You helped me and met your sister.
When I was in the prison, I did 21 days fasting on her. I summoned her before the holy throne of God. That if I be a man of God, that God used me to do his work, then her life should be miserable. Unless she confessed to people that she went and lied to, that they did those things to me. But if she refused to confess, her life should be miserable. And as I came out, she'd been a mad woman, a mad lady. I've seen her, she's mad. She's gone mad.
The way you handle this lady's case is very different. Your wife is working. The police people are working. Only her case is different.
The reason why
you loved her in your heart.
You say?
You loved her in your heart.
There wasn't anything like love. The reason why I decided not to do anything spiritually, physically to my ex-wife is because of the daughter I have with her.
Okay.
If I do anything, it will affect the daughter too.
Okay.
Wherever she is, my daughter still
I understand.
bear my name.
It makes a lot of sense.
So she will still come back
so
one day.
she's that one thing that is difficult for you to let go. Exactly. But who are you to judge? Exactly. Means because of God, you will definitely let go because you have to let go. Yes. So since you came back, they will call you by that name, ex-convict. How does your family see you? The people close to you? Wankasa, are you traumatized in any way or something? Like 3 things that you see and you are miserable that this lady put you through this situation. Yeah.
I've been rejected by my family, my siblings as well. They see me a different person, a different animal. There is a name that inmates are called there, Abua Boni. So when you come out, they see you as a bad animal. 1, they don't get closer to me. 2, even on the day that I was graduating, that I invited them, they told me that it's a fake degree. How can anything good come from Nazareth? That's the quotation that they quote for me. How can anything good come from Nazareth? Who will give me a scholarship to do a degree? That I'm saying that I had a scholarship to do a degree and I've graduated and I'm doing my national service. It's all lies and fake. Seriously. Last year, December, when I was in custody, when the police apprehended me again on the same...
The fake one?
Yes. They said, say you can't hear. Say you can't hear. You're searching the
But why are your own people believe so much that you are evil? Why? Since you said you don't do these things, why are your own people believing what they hear, including your own wife? Why?
The Bible says Joseph had a dream. And he told his brothers, and they hated him more.
Get it. I get it.
My siblings are men of God. The one who followed me direct is apostle.
They are also men of God.
They are all men of God.
And they didn't ask God.
Five of us, all of us are men of God.
Hey,
including the one in the USA now. They are all men of God. But we all grew in such a way that I have to sacrifice for them to go to school. I have to sacrifice and take care of them, send them to the Bible school. For them also to become a man of God, because father didn't take care of us. He had issues with our mom.
So family has rejected you. I asked for 3 things.
Yes. And friends also find it difficult to get close. Not that they have rejected your friends. They find it difficult to trust you. They find it difficult to get closer to you.
And third,
because of the stigmatization.
And third.
And I'm also fighting to go back to the court to clear the criminality. Because once you are a convict and you come out there, most of the time your cases are online. When they check with your name and so on and so forth, they find it online and they tell you that, you came for employment, you came to look for a job. And we've done a background check and we realized that you are an ex-convict. We are sorry that we can't give you this job. We are sorry that we can't give you this position. We are sorry that we can't yoke with you because you are an ex-convict.
So you want to clear that thing? Very
yes,
important.
I want to clear that thing from society. That if we believe we are a Christian country, we believe we are children of God, there shouldn't be any discrimination. Because if Joseph could come back from prison and become a prime minister, if David, who was abandoned in the bush, left alone, came back and fought with Goliath, fight Goliath and defeated Goliath, even Saul became annoyed and was angry, wanted to kill David. And God used Jonathan as his own son to be there for David. As we are out, as I am out, I need helpers. I need people that will be there for me as Jonathan was there for David.
Oh, God will do it.
If we are not connected and we don't have helpers, our story will be kept.
God will do it. So right now, 3 advice you feel you can give to the public when it comes to girls, especially pastors and singers, their wives, and 3 advice you think you can give to pastors.
The first advice that I'll give to every man of God is out there is that if you are not married, then the risk is very high as a man of God.
If you are not married.
If you are not married, then the risk in the ministry is very high. Because instrumentalists are there watching you. Singers are there watching you. Men and women fellowship are there watching you. And every other young lady in the ministry, they are also watching you. Anytime you try to pick anybody from the church, you will have problems with them. When you also pick anybody out there, you will have problems with them. So every man of God who is into ministry should first of all marry. And when you also marry, there are people that you don't yoke and associate yourself with apart from your wife in the ministry. Because they are the same people who come to you with their stories, play with you, and say all kind of things, need assistance and helps from you, that you think this one here,
when I inform my wife about this, Sophie Maame about this, Sophie Maame will not agree. Sophie Maame will not allow this for me to do this and do that. But sometimes, even as they are not agreeing or allowing you to do that, they are saving you from dangers ahead. But we don't see it like that. We see that we carry the oil, we carry the mantle, we carry the anointing. So the anointing moves, not what the woman says. And the other aspect about the ministry also that I will also say is that most of the ministry that have singers as female, that have prayer tower as female, you should be very careful dealing with them. Because the singers, per how you treat them in the ministry, per what they will say out there to the public. If the church will grow, they will make the church grow. If the church will also go down, they are the same people. So it's a work that comes with a big sacrifice. So I say it to them out there that prayer should be altered at all time before decisions.
That is true.
And when prayers are altered, wait for answer before you move.
That is true.
I prayed about this lady, all right, but I didn't wait to hear any voice or hear anything.
The voice delayed.
Yes. And that was a mistake that I made that ruined my ministry, ruined my marriage, and ruined my life.
God will make you pick it up again.
Amen.
Now, 3 warnings for those in the prison and the law system. That the warning that you think maybe God is telling them, but they are not hearing. 3 warnings.
The warnings is that if a prison have a ministry, a church, don't look at the crime that you have committed that took you to prison. But make sure that the Bible-believing church that is in the ministry repent and go back to God. And pray to him in that ministry that he should have mercy upon you, no matter who you have offended on earth. And surrender your life to him in the ministry there. There are other things that goes on in the prison that you need not to follow. You need not to involve yourself. It got to a point in my life in prison, Apostle General Gerard was the one giving me a lot of advices. Prof, don't do this. Prof, don't get closer to these people. Prof, be very careful. Prof, do that. Prof, do this. Prof, let's go. It's a freedom hour. Let's go. Prof, it's a time for deliverance service. It's a time for morning devotion prayers. And it has helped my spiritual being a lot that I don't also think about my case anymore. Because a lot of people in there, being church members, being Christians, being inmates, they think a lot about their cases and what they will eat. So because of that, they find it difficult to align with the corrections in the prison. Because they want to do something to help themselves, but not to do something that will correct them for them to become who God brought them there to become. And I thank God that in my years there, all the people that I yoke with more were all men of God.
Okay. Will you marry again very soon?
Yes, of course, if I get opportunity to anybody that God will lead me to.
You marry again. Yeah. We wish you all the best. Is there anything you want to tell the public, your last words?
My last words that I want to tell the public is that the devil is always manipulating things in the world, in the system. The demands in the family are high. That a man who has no job, has children, have to feed his children, have to get money to take care of them, so he have to involve himself into everything, anything at all for the children to survive. It's a high risk out there. If you want to look at all those responsibilities, the bills surrounding you, and resolve them at the same time, you end up falling into crime.
Okay, is that all? Is there anything you want to say? Is there any help you think you need from the public? Is all you are done?
Yes, I need a help from the public.
Okay, so go ahead.
I want to start over and continue with my ministry and continue with the work of God. That is my number one, first and foremost. Because if God has kept me all these years alive, I can't abandon him and deny my faith. I need to continue his work. Number two, I petition to those out there who have a good heart to help inmates in there. Because a lot of people need people like me and people out there to help them.
In there.
In there.
People
like those who have been convicted wrongly. Sentences that are supposed not to be given to them, they've slashed that on them. Those who also are there suffering from a crime that they did not commit. Those who are also serving remand, and their cases are traveling to 10 years, 7 years, 9 years, and they have not been called and they are still in remand. Some of the reminders too, their investigators are dead. Some too, their dockets cannot be found. Some too, the investigators have taken transfer and nobody is following up with their cases. And they are languishing in remand. And this is killing them a lot.
Don't know their whereabouts.
They don't know their whereabouts.
Some too are sick.
Some too are sick. That they don't have any family. They don't have any member out there to even assist them. So lo and behold, once they go to the infirmary, they are given some paracetamol, they are given some earth pack, and they come back to the cell. They don't have any good diet, good drinking water. Lo and behold, somewhere along the line, their life ended. I pray that this generation, God will bring helpers that will take it upon themselves and NGOs, that they want to go to visit those languishing in the prison. They want to have meetings with the prison authority to change that kind of food that they prepare for the inmate to eat. They have to have a meeting with the prison authority to bring specialist doctors, not their own doctors, specialist doctors to come and work with them. That they can help people, that they can treat people, that they can save people's life than how it has been done now. And those of us out there, out here, that we need helpers. We need people. We need people that can help us. Some of us too, we find it difficult because we don't even have a place to sleep. Everything has been taken away. Everything has been destroyed. As I speak to you, I'm selling a plot that I have at Oyarifa. Since last year that I've been selling. People come, they said they don't have the money, we'll give you parts, let's go into terms, we'll give you parts and so on and so forth. So I decided not to sell anymore. I am now waiting upon God.
God will do it.
It is difficult out because crime is always blowing like a wind around you. The devil whispering into your ears. Why will you allow yourself to go through all this? Well, there are short ways. So we need helpers. We need people to come on our way. We need their help. That any other help that they can offer for us to go back, have a place to sleep, have a place to stay, we will be grateful and we will appreciate
God
and
will
have a
do
job
it.
to do as well.
Thank you so much for coming. You are watching Live Behind Bars with Maame Grace. We have a whole lot to handle as a country. It's so sad. You've been thrown into cells or prison to go and have a change or a renewal of mind. But your anus is swallowing weed. Where are we? Can we care about souls? It's sad. But onyonko da ne woda. Prison you say you be a fee. Minami wo wanyo. Thank you so much, my brother. Your God that you believe in will be with you.
Amen.
Thank you for watching Live Behind Bars. If you want to help him, just describe his episode and then get through to the office, or you would want an open number or something.
I can give my contact.
So go ahead and give it to them.
All right. My contact number is 0247 15 7446. 0247 15 7446.
Okay.
And I also have another one, 0247 753943.
Okay. So Abusia, if you want to help him in any way, the number na order to Jano. Omo ni number na omo person the number to Jano. You can still help them through the office. We are just trying to help them lose the pains and let things go. Some don't have anybody to talk to, so they come here, they release all the pains. If you are watching us and you also have something that you are going through, something that has happened to you, you don't know who to talk to, and it is in your heart. Eswa utriso obi na rape wo uncle obi na do situation bi mu, you want to let it go. The platform is open. You be to me a friend in reconciliation. Bibia how reconcile it to yourself. We call it liberation. Aha, anam demu besi makram.